Hello! Today I wanted to talk about health. My personal physical health, my mental health. You know that song that's Let's Talk About Sex? This is going to be like that, except we're going to be talking about health. So we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. So starting at the bottom, I have one leg that is shorter than the other. My left leg is about a half an inch shorter than the right leg. I wear a lift in my left shoe just to kind of even myself out. If I don't wear my lift, I have a noticeable limp and I have a significant amount of back pain. Next on the way up are my ankles. I did martial arts, I did Taekwondo specifically, for 8 or 9 years of my life. It was from the ages of about 7 to about 16. So that was a time in my life when I really wanted to just do stuff. So a lot of the time when I got injured, and I got injured a lot, I would do most of my physical therapy, but I wouldn't complete it. So both of my ankles have been very damaged, so I have to be very careful when I go on runs to start slow so they can remember what it's like to move and bear weight. Next up on the list are my rude reproductive organs. So I was assigned female at birth, which means that I had all of the internal reproductive organs. I also have PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome, which meant that instead of getting a monthly period, the eggs would not make their way all the way down. They would get stuck partway through and they would form cysts. Along with that, there are a bunch of symptoms that I experienced for my PCOS. So I had a very easy time gaining weight, but an incredibly difficult time losing weight, which is called insulin resistance. I would go 8 or 9 months without having a period, which was fine by me. I also had issues with my hormones, so before I realized that I was trans, I had more testosterone in my body than was typical for someone who was assigned female. I had pain associated with everything. Running would cause abdomen pain. Daily living, I was in an amount of pain. So recently, I had all of the internal reproductive organs removed. So I had a complete hysterectomy and oophorectomy, so everything was removed. It has drastically improved my pain. I am not in pain every single day the way that I had been. I have not been able to run yet, but theoretically, when I start running again, I won't be in pain immediately afterwards. And it's helping with my hormones, so it's making the testosterone more effective. It's reducing the fight that my body was in with itself, trying to regulate itself. Next on the way up are my lungs. I have virus-induced asthma, which means that anytime I get sick from a cold, I have incredible difficulty breathing, so I have an increase in asthma symptoms. I suspect that this is because I had pneumonia twice. I had pneumonia once as a very, very new baby, like less than a month old. I was born in March, so cold season. I got pneumonia as a baby, and then I got pneumonia again the summer before my freshman year of high school. My doctor suspected that I developed asthma because of that. I have it under control, but now it's just when I get sick from a virus, I have an increase in asthma symptoms. Next on the list is hands and wrists, which is also a side effect of doing martial arts. I have a very hard time making a fist on this side. This is about the best that I can do, and this side I can make a full fist. My sister likes to make fun of me because when I flip her off, my thumb sticks out. It doesn't go back down. I have a hard time holding on to things for a very long time. I have pain in the muscle that runs from my thumb into my wrist, and I will end up dropping things because it just gives out. And that is because I hyperextended my thumb when I was 14, and I didn't complete the physical therapy and the occupational therapy, so I didn't regain all of that usage of that muscle. So this hand in particular is not great. Moving on up, I also have chronic allergies. So I have seasonal allergies all year round, which my allergist finds hilarious. I also have some weird food allergies. I'm lactose intolerant, which is not weird, but the weird one is that I am allergic to mint. I'm allergic to all types of mint, spearmint, wintergreen, peppermint, all of it. I lose feeling in my face when I eat it, so candy canes, chocolate that has mint in it, toothpaste. So going to the dentist, super interesting. I use cinnamon toothpaste, for anyone who is wondering. And finally up on the list is my brain. I am currently dealing with some mental health issues, and it's things that I've dealt with for a very long time. I have depression and I have anxiety, and those are things that I am constantly working on, and I am still working on coping mechanisms and things that I can do to kind of alleviate some of the symptoms, and noticing what my triggers are for some things and trying to mitigate that. My physical health has absolutely affected my mental health. Being in pain the way that I was before I had my hysterectomy and oophorectomy meant that I was having a lot of anxiety about all of the doctor's appointments that I had to go to, and I was really annoyed at myself that this was something that I was dealing with. You know, physical health and mental health is never your fault. It's just something that everybody deals with, and everybody deals with it differently. So it's taken me a really long time to become comfortable with the understanding that I have mental illnesses, and that is something that I live with every day. Thanks for listening to me for all of the things that are going on with me and things that are no longer going on with me, which we're very excited about. I'm really looking forward to doing this more often. I'd like to get back into doing this because it makes me happy, and it is one of those things that I like to do. I am hoping to introduce you to my dog at some point. She is very cute, but she is also very needy. So if I try to sit next to her, she will climb on top of me and dig her way underneath my arm to get into the center of attention. You know, she's my little wiggle worm. Her name is Alice, and she is 3 years old. I brought her home in July. We got her from a rescue, and she's our southern girl. She came from Georgia. Adjusting to New England life has definitely been interesting. I'm hoping you can hang out with us and you can meet her and just, you know, stay a while. I'll see you next time.